Pacific Northwest. We're here at the Rose Garden. The weather is just amazing. We have a few friends in the back. Say hello. And we're over here at the Defiance Zoo in Tacoma, Washington State. It's beautiful here. I'm so glad that you could join us. Go ahead and get into child's pose. Bring the knees wide, arms long, and forehead down. Start to slow down your breath. Closing your eyes and really taking your time on the inhales and your exhales. Bringing your awareness within and just noticing all of the different energies moving throughout. So just check in with your body, scan it from head to toe, seeing what's there. And gently, slowly breathing into it. And we're going to try to keep the breath contained in and out through the nose only. So maybe even constrict the back of your throat just a little bit so that you're pulling air in on the inhale and then slowly pressing the air out on the exhale. And the inhale we use to energize and bring more oxygen, more energy. And on the exhale, we use that to dispel and expel any of the lesser qualities that you no longer need, that get stuck sometimes in your joints, in your body. Use the exhale to let that go, releasing any tension that may or may not be there. So we breathe it away using the power of the breath to do that. Activate your core now. Pull the belly up and the navel in towards your spine. Strong abdominal lock. This is how we harness our energy. And we're about to use it. Now come up onto the hands and knees. We're just going to tabletop the spine here. Now moving back and forth through cat-cow. Breathing your way from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. So being very gentle when you're flexing your spine. And again, we're just diagnosing how the lower back feels today. Knowing that every day is different. Some days you feel better than others, yes? So just respecting your body, tuning your awareness in and breathing your way. So their breath is what allows your body to move. In other words, the body does not move unless the breath allows it to and leads it to. And now let's walk the hands forward just a little bit. We're going to come into down dog. So spread the fingertips wide like starfish. We're going to use every bit of the hand we're given. So thumbs and pinkies as far away from each other as you can. Squeezing the elbows in towards each other and then just tuck the toes. Lift the hips up, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. And we're just going to gently walk it out. Left and right. Just alternating heels down towards the mat, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. And allowing your head to just relax here. And again, we're just poking and prodding these tissues to life. So breathe into the lower back area. The more you bend the knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get into the sacrum, the base of the spine. So just allowing your back to be whatever it is, pressing back through the hips. Good. Now walking the feet forward, just towards the hands. We're going to come all the way up to standing. So anchoring the feet down, they can be about hip width distance apart. Flat back, belly in. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. And now side stretch. So anchor down nice and strong through the heels. Tuck the tailbone under, pressing the hips forward. We're just going to bend over to the right, stretching out the left side. So hips going over towards the left as the fingertips reach over towards the right. Lengthening the spine to decompress, giving more space between each vertebrae. And then gently breathe your way to the other side. So pressing the hips in the opposite direction and lengthening all the way down from the heels through the fingertips. And then coming back to center. And now bending the elbows behind the head. And just letting your head rest here. Very gentle back bend. So lifting up from the heels, opening up the heart center. And just very gently lengthening the spine. Slowly coming back now. Forward fold. prayer hands go through the chest as you hinge in the waist. Yeah, coming all the way down. Now let's walk it out again. So bending one knee while straightening the other leg. Very gently opening up the lower back. Pressing back through the hips. And really getting into any kinks that may or may not be stuck in the hip area now. So there's that muscle that connects the hip all the way up through the pelvic area. So we're breathing into the hips here. Just releasing any tension that we absorb throughout the day. Maybe it's even throughout the week or year. So we're breathing away, holding patterns. Because once patterns establish, they become your truth. So just gently releasing the lower back and the muscles that connect your legs into the lower back. And now setting the hands down on the mat, we're just going to walk the feet back into high plank, high push-up position. Now pressing back through your heels and forward through the crown of your head, and modify as needed. Knees can come down to the mat if you need to. And then bend the elbows, keep them tucked into the sides, and lower halfway down. Inhale, breathe your way, rolling over the tops of the toes, straightening the arms, rolling the shoulders up and back, opening up the heart center. Now activate your core and lift your hips back into downward facing dog. Good. Taking a breath in slow through the nose and out slow through the nose. And now moving into warrior one. Inhale, right leg lifts up long behind you, squeezing in towards the center midline of the body. Exhale, we're going to step the foot forward between the hands. Now anchor the heel down on the mat, nice and strong. Left hip forward, right hip back. Yes. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. And just slowly pressing forward and always adjusting from the ground up. So never thinking you're stuck in a yoga pose and having to be really, really still. We always make adjustments to tune the practice into our own body. So lifting the pelvic wall up, maybe leveling the hips. Sometimes we sink down on the left hip a little bit more. So just leveling them out so they match what the shoulders are doing, which are relaxed down your back. Eyes are locked. One point, finding that non-moving object. And exhale, pray your hands to the center of the chest. Leaning forward and twist. Very gentle twist. Left elbow outside, right knee. Just doing the best that you can. Other way. Good, Jordan. Lengthening up through the crown of your head. And then coming back to the center now. Coming into warrior two. So opening up to the side. Good. Yes. And trying to keep that lift up through the center, so maybe squeezing the heels in towards each other. And again, just doing the best that you can, pressing the knee out towards the pinky. And now flip the front palm, reaching forward, reversing into radiant warrior. Yes, stretching out the side rib cage here, lengthening out. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Now press the mat away, step the feet back to high plank. Here we flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down halfway, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core to pull the hips back. Down dog, beautiful. Other side, inhale, left leg lengthens up. Long, reach past the toes, activate every muscle in this leg. Exhale, step it through, place between the hands. Back heel locks down. Strong foundation as you inhale. Upper body, arms to rise. Good. Exhale, pray your hands to the center of the chest. Leaning forward and twist here. Right elbow outside. Left knee. Setting your eyes just for a moment here. Lengthening up through the crown of your head. And then coming back to center. Warrior two, opening up to the side, reaching the arms opposite direction. Good. and just allowing your hips to open up. So this is a very gentle pose here. There's no reason to strain or push your way through it. We're just feeling it within our own body. So let go of any picture that you have of what you think it should be, and just allow yourself to feel how it feels within your own body. Flip the front palm, reach forward, reverse your warrior, radiate all throughout the fascia in the rib cage. Give more space in here. Open it up. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat, and we're gonna press the mat away, step it back, flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale it up. And exhale, lift the hips, back up and away, into your down dog. Good. And now moving on, inhale, right leg, lifts up long. Exhale, step it through, this time warrior two right away. So lead with the left arm, circle it up, out, and open. Good. Now moving into your triangle here. So just straightening the front leg, and we're gonna swivel the hips back. Now try to keep the tailbone tucked under so you can keep both hips in one line. And then reach forward till you can't reach any further. Bring the bottom hand down, opening up to the side. And if it hurts the neck to look up, you can always point the nose down. And just locking your eyes, one point. And even though the legs are apart, try to squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other, scissoring them and learning how to use that midline strength to keep your energy harnessed here. And now moving into pyramid, we're just gonna bring this upper hand down to meet the right, both hands either side of the front foot, and just hop the back foot in just a little bit, shortening your stance. Now send the right hip back, left hip forward. So really swivel the hips, right hip back, left hip forward. Now inhale, forward through the crown of your head, flat back, belly in. And as you exhale, just fold over your extended front leg. Again, just doing the best that you can, exploring the thousands of uncharted regions within your own body. Breathing into whatever is there.
Back on.
Expanding more and more space. And breathing into that space. And reverse triangle. So left hand stays right there. And inhale. Right arm lifts up to the side. Coming into your twist. Now again, the knees do not have to be completely straight, especially if you're working on tight hamstrings. And again, just respecting your own body and listening to its needs. And this is your practice. There's no greater teacher than your own body. So being very gentle. And knowing that whenever you come into a yoga pose, you can always come out if you need to. Modify it to you. Good. And now slowly coming out, same way we went in. Right hand comes back down. Lengthening the spine as the left arm comes up. Doing okay, Sue? Good, good, good. Now use your extended upper hand to lift you back all the way up into warrior two. Good, 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 good. Bending the front knee, flipping the palm, reaching forward, reversing and radiating. Good. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, press the mat away, step it back into high plank, flow it out, bend the elbows, lower it down and hover. Inhaling up and exhaling, use the core, back up and away, down dog. This will be the last side. Inhale, left leg lifts up long. Exhale, step it through, warrior two, leading with the right arm, up and at 'em. Good. Taking that moment to settle your breath from one side to the other, transitioning day to night, night to day, and then straightening the front leg for triangle. Keep the tailbone tucked under, body open to the sides, reach forward as far as you can, and then bring the lower hand down, and the right arm reaches up, lengthening, opening up to the side. Engage your core nice and strong. And either settling your eyes, non-moving object, either looking up or down, whichever feels best for you to lengthen through the crown of your head. And now moving into pyramid here. Bring the right hand down to meet the left, both hands to either side of your front foot, and then just shortening your stance just a little bit. Walking the heel in. Both heels in one line. Flat back, belly in, lengthening forward on your in-breath. And as you exhale, just folding over your extended leg. Sending the left hip back, right hip forward. And remembering that the knees don't have to be completely straight legs. The more you bend the knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. So bend your knees as much as you need to. And then work your breath from there. It's not about how far you can go in the pose. It's about feeling it within your own body and doing what's best for you. And now reverse triangle, right hand stays there. And the left arm just swoops up towards the sky as you breathe it up there. Sending your breath into your lifted fingertips as if you were reaching for that helping hand to keep you lifted. There's that balance, that dance between the in-breath, the out-breath, the action and relaxation, and the grounding down and lifting up at the same time. One more breath here. So activating the core muscles. And exhale, left hand comes down, right arm comes up, just coming out, same way we went in. Now use your upper hand to lift yourself back up into the warrior two. There you go, there you go, good, good, good. Bending the front knee, flipping the palm, reach forward, radiate your warrior now, lifting up and back all the way out of the side waist. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Here we flow. Bend down, bending the elbows. And inhaling it up. Exhale, activate the core. Lift the hips. Back up and away into down dog. Now come down on the knees. We're just going to walk the knees forward, coming into Supta Vajrasana right now. So reclined hero. So bringing the feet outside of the hips and then very gently sitting down. Oh, you guys are good. Good. Now just see how that feels. And if that feels okay, we're just going to go down one elbow at a time. And maybe this is as far as you go. Just seeing how that feels on the knees. And just being very careful on the patellas, because sometimes we go a little bit too far, so just seeing how that feels. Now, if you want to go a little bit further, you can, but just because you can doesn't always mean you should. So just respecting your body, and if it feels okay, if your knees feel okay, then maybe going down one shoulder at a time, or maybe you stay up there. It just depends on whatever feels good to you. There will be an intense stretch along the tops of your thighs up here and the patellas. So just seeing how that feels. And if it feels okay, then maybe reaching the arms above the head for opposite elbows, placing the pressure on the backs of your shoulders as you press the tops of your thighs down, inwardly spiraling them towards each other. We're not going to stay here for too much longer. A slight arch in your lower back. This will be the last breath here. And using your exhale, slowly bringing one hand to foot at a time. And we're just going to come out one elbow at a time. Good. Coming all the way up. Walking the hands forward and then tucking the toes, coming back into down dog just to stretch out the lower back. Lifting up the hips towards the sky. Good. Yes, doing whatever you need to do to work it out. Our counter pose, we wind it up in yoga to release it, breathing it away. Now moving into the spine strengthening sequence, pulling forward into plank, walking the toes back, and just bend the elbows, lowering it all the way down to the ground. Laying down, belly down Shavasana right now. So separate your feet about hip width distance apart. We're just going to come into the low cobra, fingertips at shoulder height. Now roll the shoulders down and back. Lock them into place. Lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale all the air out. And as you inhale, just lifting the upper body nice and long through the crown of the head. Point the toes back and press the tops of the feet down into the ground as much as you can, so much that you lift your kneecaps up off the ground. Lengthening here, all focus is on strengthening and toning all of the tiny little muscles in the lower back that get overshadowed and overdone by the larger muscle groups. So we're allowing all of those tiny little muscles that support your skeletal infrastructure to grow and strengthen here. And relax it down. Release it all down to the ground. Belly down Shavasana. Going from 100% effort to 100% relaxation. Going from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. And when your muscles are flexed and you are focused mind, body, breath, all moving in one direction, we counter that with the stillness to absorb the hard work that we've put into our practice, allowing the muscles to absorb that. Taking that little bit of a break. Good. And now coming into a shoulder rinse, so just sending the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers, and allowing your shoulders to roll back up and down. Lengthening the back of your neck, so just elongate through the crown of your head. Exhale all the air out, and inhale. Everything comes up this time. Toes up, hands up, and if your arms aren't straight, that's perfectly fine. It's not about having straight legs, straight arms. It's about feeling your way into it and taking flight, allowing yourself to grow and strengthen naturally here. So really point the toes back, activate every muscle in your legs at the same time, lifting up, lengthening, giving space to each vertebrae as much as you can here. Last breath, inhale the last part of the energy, and exhale, release it down. Relax the shoulder muscles, breathe into your spine, and letting it go slow. Staying focused with the breath. And surrendering it all down into the ground. Casting away all your cares, all your worries, and just giving it up. Allowing it to just let go. And now Supta Vajrasana, so just bring your arms along your sides, and then rolling on, you're flipping your palms flat to the ground, spreading the fingertips wide, and just very, very gently rolling down on tops of the arms, scooching them under. We're just going to go one leg at a time. So spread the fingertips wide like starfish, just like we do for down dog, and relax the left leg completely. Inhale, grip the mat with your fingertips, point the right toes back, and lift the right leg up. Good. Lengthening and reaching past the toes, being very easy, especially if you're working with tight hamstrings here. So you just want to lengthen, leveling out the hips. Good. There we go. Gripping the mat with the fingertips. This is a great counter pose for carpal tunnel, especially if you do a lot of typing. And release the leg down. Relax, right leg completely, going for the other. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Lengthen all the way from the crown of your head back past the toes, reaching in as far as you can to activate every muscle, actually pulling the leg away from you as you reach the head in the opposite direction, creating that natural traction within the body there. And lower it down. Now double leg lift, so you're just going to scooch the arms a little bit closer towards each other, and you just do the best you can. Bring the chin down. That way the neck stays long and safe. Exhale all the air out. And as you inhale, you're just going to lift up, doing the best that you can. It's not about how high you go. You just want to grip the mat with your fingertips, pointing the toes back. Good. Just lifting the legs. Yes, there you go. And relax it down. Release the arms now and breathe into your back, letting the back muscles just relax here. Good. And the last here is revolved bow. So we're just going to bring fingertips right up to shoulder height and bring the left forearm right in front. So we're going to lift up the chest here. So lifting up, and think about getting as much length from the base of your spine up through the crown of your head. And now bend the left knee, toe point straight up. Inhale, right arm forward, and then rotate it. Get as much of the rotation of your shoulder as you can. Reaching back, taking grip. Then very slowly pointing the toe up and away. Being careful not to crunch the vertebrae. So lengthening and knowing that this revolved bow, we're not going to be able to lift up as high, but that's okay. We're strengthening the muscles, crisscrossing the back here. And release it. Lengthen out the arms and legs opposite directions just to get more space out of the spine. And then switching sides. So now the right forearm comes down to the mat, just parallel to the top. And bend the right knee, toe point straight up. Inhale, left arm forward. And really rotate the arm up and back. Taking grip. Good, good, good. Pointing the toes straight up. And then very gently, keeping the hips level. Lifting up out of the joints as best that you can, and breathing into the lower back, middle, and upper, all working at the same time. Turning on that deep yoga focus, mind, body, breath, all yoking together, working together in one direction. Last breath here. And release it down. Now bringing fingertips outside the shoulders and just press back up on the knees, child's pose. Gently bring the hips back towards the heels. Arms long, forehead down, releasing every muscle along the spine. Allowing all of the tiny little muscles, the supportive structure, to just relax. Winding up the tension to release it completely. And here we are training ourselves to stay calm and breathe in stressful poses, stressful situations in life as well, on and off the mat. Here where you trigger yourself to breathe and relax, knowing that your body responds so much more beautifully when you are relaxed. That way you can be emotionally sound, aware, and you'll know exactly what to do. Good. Now coming forward, we're just going to flip onto the backs now. So just coming forward and rolling it back, laying down on the back. We're just going to come into bridge here. So feet flat, hip width distance apart, fingertips just graze the backs of your heels. That's how far you want your feet to be away from your particular body height. And inhale, press down through the heels, tuck the tailbone under, and then walk your shoulders in, interlacing the fingers. Maybe the palms touch. Lengthening the arms, but it's all right if the arms don't come completely straight. That's okay. Just want to make sure the shoulders, you walk them in towards each other as much as you can while keeping the back of your neck long, but most of the pressure is in the heels pressing down into the ground and the backs of your arms pressing down. So very, very little pressure on the head or the neck. Now breathing here. And whenever we are on bridge, we think about, you know, those relationships that we have and how we bridge from here to there. Now, if you have any broken bridges or broken relationships or bridges that just needed to be burned down, you can rebuild them again. So just being open and surrendering whatever it is out there and allowing it to be whatever it is. Allowing it to grow naturally. And not leaning on any kind of understanding of your own. Just breathing your way through it, open and receptive. Exhale, hips come down to the ground. Very slowly, bottoms of the feet come together, knees apart. And placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart here. Circling your breath up and down the spine now, in and out through the nose. That focused breath where we energize with the inhale, using the exhale to expel what the body no longer needs. Body, mind, and soul, allowing whatever needs to be recycled that gets stuck in the side, the joints, the pressure, the tension, allowing it to leave now. And now coming into the second bridge. Now this time, bring the feet together. And we're just going to cross the right foot over the left and squeeze the knees in towards each other. Arms are long to the sides. And slowly start to lift the hips up. Now squeezing the knees in towards each other, coming up onto the shoulders. So again, squeezing the shoulder blades in towards each other. You can just keep the hands flat to the sides, arms long, tucking the tailbone under. And just breathing it up there. Now this is deep, deep sacrum work, so just doing the best that you can. We're only going to be here for one more half of a breath. And then lowering it down. Switching sides now. Other foot comes over the top. Squeeze the knees in towards each other. And slowly start to lift the hips. Pressing down into the heels. Strengthening the base of your spine. At the same time, we are also working the muscles that support the infrastructure within the hip joint area. So as we are flexing here, breathing our way through it, one last half a breath. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lowering it down. Bottoms of feet come together. Knees come apart. And the opposite hand on the belly. Opposite hand up by the forehead now. Circulating the breath round and round, in and out through your nose. Allowing whatever is inside that needs to be recycled out. Giving it no other choice but to leave your body. And this is how we reset ourselves. This is how we reset the spine. And this is how we learn how to heal ourselves. So now, if there's any part of you that needs special attention, special healing, especially if it's a part of you that you've ignored for a very long time, send your breath into that area now. Good. Slowly start to release. The knees come back up towards the chest. We're just going to bring the knees in towards the body. Just seeing how your lower back feels today. And now stretch the legs out long. Arms along the sides. You know where we're going with the abdominal core, 30, 60, 90. So if you need to come onto the tops of your arms just to anchor a little bit more, that's perfectly fine. Anchor your belly down to the ground. Tuck the tailbone under. Deep core work. Slowly lower the legs. Now see if you can keep your lower back flat to the mat. This is deep core work, so pull the belly in and then breathe your legs just a little bit slower. Activating, pressing out through the toes, keeping the lower back nice and strong, flattening it out, and then maybe coming a little bit lower here. Good, good, good. And now opening the feet wide. Here we go. We're just gonna scissor, right foot on top, and then left. So switching it out. Good, 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 good. Using your core, deep core work here. Going at your own pace. And breathing the way through it. Good. Lower back flat. Just a little bit more and release. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And here we are, coming into the eagle on our backs. So just wrap the legs around, right leg on top of the left. Just wrapping them around. And then wrapping the right arm underneath the left. Good, coming into your eagle, arms out, inhale, arms above, feet are long. And as you exhale, round the back, belly in, bring knees to elbows. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, bring it together. Inhale, stretch it out nice and long, and exhale, bring it in. Keep going at your own pace, doing whatever it is that you need to do, lengthening out the core, and then flexing it, pulling the belly down into the ground. Almost done with this side. Last one. Squeezing it in. And release. Unwinding, unwrapping to the other side. And just bring the elbows, one on top of the other, opposite of the one you did before. Inhale, lengthen it out. Reach it nice and long. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthening out. Hollow out the belly. Exhale. Really flex. Knees to elbow. Lengthening it out. And exhale, bring it together. Good. Keep going, moving at your own pace here. We're working all of the abdominals just around the belly button. And lengthening. Balancing your action with relaxation. Just a few more on this side. Last one. And release, unwinding the arms, hugging the knees in, and then sending the legs long. Arms above the head, point the toes, and allow every muscle in your abdominal area to stretch out and lengthen, pulling the navel in and up towards the spine. Good, 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 good. And now coming in to pigeon on our back. So we're just going to bring the knees in and just cross the left heel above the right. Keep the left foot nice and flexed so you can protect your joints, and then just straighten the right toes up towards the sky. Thread the needle by reaching through and just gripping the back of your thigh. Yes, faithful yogis. I miss practicing with you guys so much. You already know where we're going. It's so good to have you here. So good to be back in the Northwest. And so just breathing to this hip opener. Allowing the circulation to come down and around. Improving the blood flow all throughout the legs and the hip area. Knowing that when we're in this inversion, very simple pose, the legs up the wall, but we're allowing the blood to drain down. That way, when we're upright again, new blood will rush and flow through the legs. blasting through any blockages that may or may not be there, just gently releasing and improving that circulation and flow. We compress all day long being upright, so let's counter that right now. And then switching sides very gently, breathing your way from one side to the other. So just bringing right heel above, extending, left leg nice and long, keeping right foot flexed, protecting your knee joints, and then just threading the needle, reaching for the back of the thigh, and very gently hugging the leg in, just to whatever degree feels good for your particular body. We're all at different levels, different injuries, different body types. So yoga is about tuning in to your own body with your own particular needs. So again, just circulating your breath as you surrender everything down into the ground, balancing the passiveness with your action, learning how to be responsive in a relaxed position. So even though you're relaxed, you're still alert, mind, breath, body focused. And one more deep breath here. And release. Now, the legs are nice and long. We're just going to hug the right knee in, sending the left leg long, all the way to the ground, coming into the last of the spinal twist. So bringing the right knee across the body to the side, right arm comes out. And try to maintain both shoulders down on the mat, just to get more of a twist, all the way down from the sacrum through the crown of your head. And so now, while we are in this position, if you'd like to pinwheel, just bending the left leg and seeing if you can reach to grip the right foot. Seeing if that's available. Does that feel okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. That way you can have that natural traction within the body to work on the belly breathing. Now in the belly breathing, we internally massage the digestive system. So on the in-breath, on the inhale, see if you can let the belly go, just like the way a baby would breathe. And on the out-breath, the exhale, pull the belly in. So it may look as if we're just lying around, but many things are happening all at the same time. And this is how we help the digestive system to move things along. That way we absorb the nutrients of the food we eat and allow the lesser qualities to just pass right on through us. It's a wonderful pose to do and practice to do for the digestive system. It can be done at any time during the day. And now slowly coming out, so release the grip of your foot down there, lengthen the leg back out to long, and very gently bring the knee back in towards the center. Give it a quick hug before sending it away. Switching sides, nice and long. So now left knee comes in. And just using the right hand to guide the knee across the body towards the other side. Both shoulders, just trying to maintain them on the ground. And it's okay if the knee doesn't touch the ground on the other side. It's all right, just doing the best that you can. And if you pinwheeled on the other side, would like to on this side, just bending the right knee, reaching down to grip the foot. And very gently twisting and stretching every vertebrae and just breathing your way into it. And if you like to practice the belly breathing on this side, inhaling as the belly, just letting it go. And the exhale, you pull the belly in. Whenever you're in a bind, coming into that twist. Just allowing your process to take place and helping it out. It's like a reset button for the body. Rinsing out the spine and wringing out the digestive system. Allowing whatever that may be stuck in there to recycle itself out. So just 2 more breaths, deep, full, long breaths on this side. And slowly start to release, releasing your grip on your foot, sending the leg back long, and then very gently guiding the knee back to the center, hugging it up and in, very gentle, and then sending the leg nice and long. Now both knees come up, giving yourself one last hug, and then rocking and rolling your way up to sitting, facing the front, coming to the intention. So we're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. And exhale to the center. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthening it up. And exhale, coming down right into here, keeping it harnessed, belly pulled up and in. Last time. Inhaling up. And exhale, centering it right into your solar plexus, right at your heart center, right here. Now setting your intention, whatever your intention may be, thinking about what you want most, and also about what you like to bring most to the world today. Focusing on that source, that motivation that drives your intention. See how clear that picture in your mind can become. And whatever your intention may be, let's breathe life into it, sending it out into the universe. Inhale, prayer palms come directly up, sending it out and around, coming right back to the heart center. 2 more times, sending it up, out and around, coming right back to you. Last time. Breathing it up, out and away. And as you exhale, we come right back to where we all began. Thumbs up to third eye center. I thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. It's so wonderful, so delighted and grateful that you can be here on this amazing journey in yoga, knowing that you are not alone. We are all in this together. I love you. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste.